Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, and in today's video I am super excited to film this video because finally this one arrived and I have waited for so long. It took so long. So this is the Natasha Denona Golden Palette. I cannot wait. It is so beautiful. I have my makeup except the eyeshadow, and of course I ordered this from her website. And if you're interested and you want to save some dollars, I do have a code with her and it's on your screen right now, so you can use that. You just have to make sure you have an account in order for you to save some money. And why not, if you're looking to get this beautiful eyeshadow palette, might as well save some money. So let's dig into this beautiful palette. First, I'm going to show you a close-up look. Of course, with this video we're going to do some swatches, first impression, and of course the demonstration. I'm going to give you a close-up look of the product. So here it is. Look at that beautiful sort of indent in the middle of the palette that it looks like a wave pattern, which is so beautiful. And I love her palette. It is super compact. It is well made. When it hits on the light, it looks like magical. I really like it. And of course, I'm gonna show you the color story inside. Now I have swatched this already for my Instagram. If you haven't followed me there, go ahead and follow me. It's just on my screen right now. And this is the color story. Oh my god, how beautiful is that? Like, you really get such a nice everyday kind of color, a lot of neutrals as well, but mattes and shimmers and toppers are beautiful. And here is the swatch coming up. Okay, so from the top row, this is the shade Miko, Nubia, Tana, Arya. I'm gonna re-swatch the Arya, and Fizzy. Okay, so this is the second row. Varys, Aura, Teak, and Kava. Then Sandstone. Last row, Aurum, Log, Oro. Ooh, that one is really yellow, sort of gold. And the Flesh. Last but not the least, Alchemist. I think my camera didn't focus. I'm so sorry, but I'm just gonna recall here because I already swatched it. The Aurum, this is the Log, this is Oro, Flesh, and Alchemist. So I hope that is clear still. Wow, those metallic swatch really well on the shimmers. So that is all the color story of Natasha Denona Golden Palette. Now let's go ahead and play with this one. Alright guys, I am ready to apply this eyeshadow, and I have already set my eyes or prepped my eyes with this one. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard. I love using this, especially when I wanted to cover my veins and kind of like an even skin around there. It's really good. I'm gonna start with the shade called here. This is Flesh. I think this is the lightest shade for my skin tone. There is a shade called Pana, but I think that is too pink for my tone, so I'm just gonna skip that and use the Flesh instead. I'm gonna use this brush. This is from Morphe M504. So what I'm gonna do is just lightly dab this around the area. I'm doing sort of a setting powder, but also just a little bit of shade in there, which is making it as a transition. So as you see, I got it there. Yeah, so far so good. You can already see the difference. I do have some color in here and the other eye does not have. So what I'm gonna do on this video is I'm just going to focus on this eye, and I'm just trying to compare on the other eye without the eyeshadow so that you guys can see how pigmented the product is, because sometimes what happens is the eyeshadow look dark in here or it looks really good, but once you applied it, it loses that pigment, it doesn't attach or it doesn't give you enough color. And with this application, you can really see if it does change or not. So let's go ahead. I'm going to be using this brush from MAC 217S, and I'm going to grab the shade Aria. I am looking at this shade. I'm like, okay, that's probably going to be my favorite brown or like a neutral color for a while. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and deepen this crease a little bit more. So just kind of bring in that to the inner corner. That is a beautiful shade. I have no what's the word I'm looking here? I have no issues so far. Oh my goodness. And I'm just gonna be using this NYX brush. This is number 16. This is my favorite brush, just for softening everything and for blending and to make sure that there is no harsh lines. And just gonna pick up one more and just deepen this up just a bit, because we did use a clean brush, so that one just gonna remove some. So using the same brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Teak. I'm gonna deepen up the corner of my eyes and just kind of stay right there. Oh wow, that is a good shade as well, as you already see, like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of mix that Aria and Teak together. We're gonna go with sort of a glam, like really golden kind of eyeshadow today, because why not, right? This is a golden palette and we should see how gold it is. Is that even like a sentence, or does it exist? How gold it is? I don't know, forgive me you guys. I'm really having fun because I kind of miss doing an eyeshadow tutorial, honestly. Like, I haven't done that forever, and when I saw this one launch, I'm just kind of, I was excited and I was like, wow, that really caught my attention. I haven't also purchased eyeshadow for a while, and this one did really get me, like, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the shade. I'm gonna be using a small brush, and this one is from EIGSHOW, and this is in the blending brush number 12. This is a set that I got, and it's a beautiful brush. I cannot believe this is one of the best brush that I have recently, and they're so affordable. And the link is on my description if you are curious of the brand. It's right there. I'm going to dip into the shade called Lug. So this is the darkest shade of the palette, and I'm just gonna run it right here and sort of a little bit under my lower lash line already, dipping it the second time. Okay, so that really deepens up the whole thing. As soon as I grab that color, it's really nice. I'm going to go with the Teak again. I'm just gonna put this a little bit into the eyelid, and then just adding up the shade Lug again to darken it up a little bit more. Already, so I think that is pretty good. I'm really happy so far with all the shades that I applied. I have no issue. There is no blotchiness, there is no uneven application. I really like it. So now we're gonna go ahead and play with some of the metallic and shimmers. So for the metallic shade that I'm gonna go is, I think I'm gonna go with the Oro, because Oro is actually my mom's maiden name. So it's a special one, and I really wanted to use it on this video, you guys, and I wanted to see how beautiful it is because its swatch is really nice. So let's go ahead and apply that onto the just in the middle of my lid. Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready with that, but yes, look at that. Like, this is, wow, I did not expect that at all. Look at how beautiful that is, and the payoff, it is really nice. And I used my finger to apply that, by the way. So now I'm just gonna grab a nice clean brush. I'm gonna grab this one from EIGSHOW. This is in the number 9, but again, I'm not sure if you can get this individually. I got it from the set, but this is a really good one. So what I'm gonna do is just clean up the edge of this gold one using the brush because you don't want harsh edges. And that is stunning. Oh my god, that is such a pop of gold right there, and I like it. Because I have that gold, I wanted to kind of open up my eyes in the corner, so we are going to apply the shade. I think I'm gonna use the shade Fizzy just to make sure that it's light enough in the corner. So that is pretty as well. That is more of a topper kind of look. And just gonna blend this with a different brush. Why not? I have so much brush in front of me and I cannot stop using them. So that is the look that I'm creating from this palette. And of course that is not finished because we're gonna play with my under eye, and you know, we can kind of add a little bit more if you want to have more glam. But so far so good. Like I said, I'm going to finish this eye, and then when I come back we're gonna put some more eyeshadows on the bottom, and of course my final thought about the eyeshadow. Alright guys, I am back, and as you see, this eye is finished, and you can see that it is quite dramatic because of the lashes. But I'm going to show you what colors and how I did the bottom lashes of my eye right here. So I'm just going to use one brush from EIGSHOW. Again, this is a really nice small brush. If you have small eyes like mine, this is such a good one to have as well. So I grabbed the shade Aria and I just kind of blend it all over my eye just to get that transition again going. And it's going to give you this soft kind of a brown transition on the bottom of your eyes. And the second thing that I wanted to grab is the same color, it's the teak, but what I did is I just applied the teak right into the outer corner of my eye and just kind of just in the middle. I did not go in because I just want that clear and lighter compared to the rest of the outer part of my eye. And then grabbing this very small brush again, and what I do is I'm just kind of focused very close to my lash line into the bottom and applying the shade Lug right here just to create that dramatic look and more depth into this color, and you shall see the difference with that dark shade. Just kind of pull this out, creating that sort of wing so that it gives you this like lift. And then I just apply the lashes, and the lashes that I use is actually, it's pretty good one. It is very inexpensive and I just ordered them from Amazon. I'm going to put the link down below as well if you guys are curious what lashes I'm using. Alright guys, so that is the lashes as you see. So what I did there is, of course, I pop in the lashes and I add just a very thin line of a liquid liner, like a black eyeliner. This one is from Kat Von D. So the last thing that I wanted to do after all of that is to grab the shade Oro, and I just wanted a little bit of that gold to pop a bit more because it did kind of settle down from all the eye activity that I did. So I wanted to make sure that that is popping. So as you see right there, that is the look overall, a beautiful shade. So let's go ahead and discuss this palette. As you see, this is the look that I'm going for today and I really love it. It is glam. I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about this and see what you can do with this palette if you have some similar to this. I know a lot of beauty influencers are comparing this to the original golden palette, which is I don't have because I really don't collect a lot of eyeshadow, but this one is really good because in my opinion this is still a lot of neutrals in here, and I think the brightest gold or the brightest color that you can get from this palette is just the shade Oro, and maybe this is the Aurum, but it's still a pretty muted kind of bronzy-ish, a little bit of champagne color in here as well. It is a lot of neutral champagne and it's really good for that because you can actually use this a palette as your everyday one. So if I'm going to kind of tell you, is this sort of a dramatic glam palette. It's not going to really give you a lot of variety when it comes to color, because like I said, these are all very cohesive. Like it is same. And if you have already the golden, I searched a little bit about it, and I think some of the colors here are definitely a repeat, and just some of them are the new ones. It is definitely a warm palette and lots of neutrals, so good for like everyday go-to. If you're a girly who wants a warm palette, this is a good one, and you can travel with this. I use the darkest color, which is the log, and this is what you get. This is the darkest shade that you can get from this palette. And of course, if you want a lighter look, you can definitely get this. And I am a girly who really loves warm undertones, really love warm colors, because it just looks good on our skin tone, and this palette is really for me. Now when it comes to formulation of this palette, I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. So the matte finish are amazing. They are sort of like a creamy powder formula, and they blend so well. It's not patchy. I have no issue so far. I have no issue with fallouts, and they blend so well. I love the result of it, and I really like to play with this more. If you want another look from this palette, but I'm gonna do a lighter version, because this one is definitely more of a soft glam night look already. It is 5 p.m. here in Vancouver, and it's still very sunny. We're gonna go out for dinner because, you know, it's nice outside. We're gonna take our son and walk and eat somewhere. So yes, this is definitely a night glam, but I could definitely film another one with just a day glam, I think, with this palette. If you want, comment down below. But overall, a very positive first impression review of this palette, and I enjoy so much filming this. I feel like I really miss filming an eyeshadow, and you guys can let me know as well if you want a tutorial. Of course, I can do that. If you wanted to ask me also why I didn't get the highlighter or the lip product that comes with this collection, I did not, because I just recently also purchased the Natasha Denona High Gen powder highlighter, and I don't think I need another highlighter from Natasha Denona. And the lip kind of oil, it is just a clear with a little bit of golden shimmer to it, and I think it is about, I think it's $40 US, and I do not need that. This is just really what made me wow, and I really think that this is such a good palette. The Aura shade, it wows me, but I definitely wanted to experience all the other shades right here. So I might film another one that is just a lighter look. So far a good experience for me, and I'm so happy. Natasha Denona, man, like it is such a good quality palette. And again, if you're eyeing for this, if you're waiting for a sale, of course you don't have to do that. I have a code, you can feel free to use that, and it is in affiliate link, so it is commissioned. It's going to help my channel a lot more, so thank you so much if you order and use my code in advance. And again, I am happy to see you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe on my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!